Hello. How are you all? Let's look in the chat and see what they say. Yeah, can't hear you. What? You can't hear? Oh,
Hello.
actually, that one was it.
Hello.
Yep.
I have sound.
Yep, we're on. Actually, that can't hear you was, I think, just before we went live.
Oh.
Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. That was a little lower than usual there.
All right. Hello, everyone. We are coming to you from extremely cold Wyoming. The wind chill right now is -40. I just looked before the show. It is supposed to get down to possibly -60 tonight for wind chills.
Whoa. And I can tell you, I went out mostly dressed up with just my little bit of my face not covered, and my fingers were in single gloves, and whoa, it was pretty cold.
We're going Christmas caroling at church tonight, so hopefully the car doesn't break down. That could be really bad.
We did have a friend offer us a ride, so I figured if we had two cars, then if hers broke down, we could take her.
Between the two of us, one of us will get somebody home. Get us all home, I should say. We went to Jack's Christmas concert at school the other night, and Mike got stuck in the middle of the street.
In our pickup.
We didn't have enough seats to get everyone to the school because Dave needed to take the car for his Christmas party for work. And so let's see, how do we do it? Yeah, Dave took two of us to school, and then Dave took three of us to the school, and then Mike brought the truck, and he was literally right behind us. And we'd been sitting in school for like 10 minutes, and I'm like, where's Mike? He should have been like right behind us. He shouldn't have had that much trouble parking. And so
I tried to let you know.
I looked on the phone, and sure enough, a missed call. So then I tried calling, couldn't get him. My phone didn't ring. And so then he called me finally. He was not a happy camper. If you guys think Mike smiles all the time, he doesn't smile all the time, especially when he gets stuck in the road. So
everybody's ringers are off.
He rocked back and forth and got the truck out. So now we got to go now we got sandbags in the back, and we got to get the carpet out, and we'll get the carpet in there so we can keep the carpet in there if we get stuck again. And then Mike had to park across the street a couple of blocks away, and he finally made it over to the Christmas concert.
Yep, but he got there in time.
And
it was a great concert. We quite enjoyed it.
So
yeah, Jesse, the -40 on the wind chill, I don't think I've ever experienced that before. Have you?
Wind chill -40? I don't think so. I think the coldest I've ever had was a wind chill of -30 in Kansas in the 80s growing up. I remember that.
So the temperature was 17 below in, I think, the warm part of the day today.
Yeah.
And then the wind chill was 40 below, and it's supposed to be 60 below sometime in the next couple of days, the wind chill part. So we won't be going outside much at all.
Tonight it's supposed to be, the temperature is supposed to be -29. And tomorrow the high is -9. And then on Christmas Day, it's supposed to be a balmy 43.
Yep.
So
it'll feel real warm after this. Although we've had about 10 days of between 0 and 10 degrees.
Yeah,
right?
It's been pretty chilly.
Yep.
And so, so for those of you who don't know, keep cat litter to sprinkle under your tires, a carpet. If you don't keep a carpet in your car, then use your car mats to put under your tires to spin to get going, and don't stop to go pick up your car mats. Get your car out and then go back and get your car mats first. Even if you have to drive a couple of blocks away, get your car out first before you get the car mats, because $20 car mats are a lot easier to replace than a $200, or a lot cheaper than a $200 tow bill. Right?
Yep.
So I guess we need to put those tips out there too. So anyway, were you thinking, Joanna wants to know, were you thinking, why did I leave Colorado?
Actually, I didn't really think that.
We never got stuck in Colorado.
It's mostly I was thinking, why isn't anyone answering the phone? Because the funny thing is,
it didn't ring.
Well, she and her mom both had their phones. She and Jill both had their phones. I don't know
what mom's problem was.
And I wouldn't have been concerned, except I was stuck right in the middle of the road. Otherwise, I would, if I was pulled over, I would have just gotten out of the car and gone to the school.
Yeah.
But it was kind of funny. But yeah, I didn't really think about Colorado in that moment, although it's interesting that Colorado is going to get, I think, the same kind of weather, but it looks like 0 is the lowest projected temperature there. And I don't know.
Actually, somebody said, Patricia said, is there a point when the heat will not keep up with the temperature? We should probably open all of the cabinet doors.
Yeah. So far it's been keeping up. In fact, we had to.
Oh, and out in the shop too.
Yeah. The shop seems okay.
So far, the heat will keep up. And usually the heat keeps up here in Wyoming. I mean, I think the record low was like 40 negative or something. But you do have to be careful. And so, yeah.
Well, if we were in it, actually, it really doesn't feel cool in the house so much because the wind chill doesn't really affect. So the house is pretty tightly sealed, so the wind chill isn't much of an issue in the house.
Yeah.
And the temperature, we can feel the temperature gets cooler in the house if it's way below 0 temperature-wise outside. But it seems like it's fine. We do have obviously, you know, we've been talking about prepping and a lot of things, but if there's something if it's only that issue, we have another heater.
Yeah.
But the other heater is electric, so we tend to not like to run it.
Hello, Denise and Joanne. Oh, all of our regular peeps, Sarah, all of our regular peeps are here, guys.
Yeah, we just wanted to come on and say Merry Christmas.
Where did you get our hats? Okay, so our hats, this one we got at Walgreens like 15 years ago. This one we got at Walmart like 5 years ago. And all of that. Marlene wants to know, do we open our cupboard? Why do you open your cupboard doors? Because the heat goes in for your pipes so they don't get frozen. And actually, I noticed, I don't know if anybody else in the family's noticed, but I noticed the water by the sink, by the window that's on an outside wall. It is always colder than the sink in the bar. As a matter of fact, we didn't cover any of the faucets.
Well, our faucets have those. They're the water. I forgot. They're the freeze. I don't know if they're called freeze proof or freeze resistant, but basically the faucet is actually like 2 feet into the wall, and the handle just goes into there. So that's how it doesn't need to be winterized like our old ones used to.
You have to do anything special for your pipes? No, you just leave them drip if you're really concerned about it. I think if we open our doors, where we have to let them drip is when we have no heat. So as long as we have the heat running and we're able to keep the heat going, then we should be good. But yeah, it's pretty cold, so you have to be careful.
Well, and we've had times at houses where we've lived where that was an issue. Maybe there wasn't a lot of insulation, or the heater wasn't working very well, or something happened and the pipes were on the outside wall. But we did have an interesting experience. There was an ice storm in Colorado, an ice storm in Kansas, where we had no heat in the house for 3 weeks, no power at all. And it was interesting because that house was really well insulated, and we didn't know how well insulated, except that it took 3 weeks for it to get to be 35 degrees in the house.
Yeah.
So it never froze. Yeah. Although we did open all the cabinets and everything, and we were going to go run space heaters if it got cold enough to possibly freeze them. So.
Yeah, Patricia's in balmy northwest.
I said space heaters. That wouldn't have worked, would it? We had some kind of plan.
Pictures is in Wyoming, Northwest Idaho. She wants to know if we have a generator. We do not have a generator. We tried getting a wood stove installed, but they wanted $10,000. And we were like, oh my goodness, forget that. So here's the thing. If you do lose power, you need to run your faucets so that they drip. You need to run your faucets so that they drip. Otherwise, yeah, you could have a big Texas problem. Mary Beth says, looks like we will be having a white Christmas after all. Woo! Yeah, we were really thankful our older son was moving this last week, and he was going between the snowstorm and the frigid thing, and thankfully God had mercy, and he had a flat tire before he left town, and then he had an alternator problem while he was still in one of the towns that they'd stopped at. And thankfully, he was able to rig it and make it there safe and sound. Although I wonder, he's brilliant like that. Wonder if he's starting to wonder about his life choices there.
He seems to. I asked him that, and he's like, "Nope." You seem to be okay with it.
Good.
Although he had some video for us, and we saw he already had the tiny house structure built, and when we both saw it, we thought, "Oh, that's a little smaller than we thought."
A lot smaller. Actually, it's the same size as Rob from Tiny House Off Grid.
Oh, there's just that. Yeah. I thought theirs was bigger than that.
That's the size of Rob's. So
wow.
So Rob, you got a buddy there. Not actually only a few hours away from you. Probably 6 hours from Rob? Maybe not even that far.
Julia said, "Merry Christmas. We should do a live in our pajamas."
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because I said we should do we're doing a live here from chilly Wyoming, and we're here live streaming under the blankets.
Yeah. All right, guys, this video is brought to you by our Dining on a Dime cookbooks, 25% off right now, Volume 1, Volume 2, which are totally different recipes, and then our gluten-free, dairy-free edition. If you're gluten-free, dairy-free, you need this book. It is not sugar-free, but I will tell you, I am gluten-free, dairy-free, sugar-free, and I use this book all the time. But these are our regular cookbooks that we always have. Dining on a Dime, 25% off. And then our planners. I am so sorry. I still have not gotten the planner video done, guys. Oh, I'm getting so overwhelmed with work right now. I just feel like my brain is in a tailspin. So I'm sorry I don't have this out yet. But yes, our 2022 our undated planner. We do not have a 2023 dated. It's only the undated planner, so we could sell it all year long. We had people asking for it all year, so we just went the undated way. livingonadime.com. Jesse wants to know, are you guys doing Christmas candy and cookies this year? No, we really aren't. Mom made gingerbread men and creamless, Volume 1, Dining on a Dime cookbook. Although I won't really eat the creamless because I'm gluten-free. I might have one. I'll regret it the next day, but I might have one. And I love the creamless. I would say the creamless are my favorite Christmas cookie. And the Christmas candies, I'm going to make a few to give to our neighbors. But BJ and Ellie are not going to be here for Christmas, so it's just going to be us and Dave and Jack. So we decided to cancel. So Mom decided to cancel Christmas this year.
What?
Not really.
What movie was that from? That's it. We're canceling Christmas.
Oh, I was about ready to say something about your Christmas growing up. Sorry. Okay. So sorry.
Do you mean to put out the fire?
No. So what we are doing for Christmas this year is we are actually going to go out to eat. We don't go out to eat a lot. Going out to eat is a treat for us instead of a staple. So my grandmother sent my mom some money for us to treat ourselves to go out to eat if we wanted to. And so we are going to go out to eat, probably Perkins. There's not a lot of, well, if they're open, we need to check and see.
Well, I was going to ask you if you'd called them because a lot of places, if they are open, it's not on Christmas Day. We can do it going
Christmas Eve. We do our big Christmas celebration on Christmas Eve. We usually have like a buffet. And we'll have a few things this year. We're just not going to do the big to-do. We're going to have my brother's Dave's Dip in here. my brother's dip, which is so easy. It's 2 ingredients, cream cheese and Old English cheese, and it's super good. The boys love that. We're having creamless. We're going to have the red Jell-O salad. That's in volume 1. Also, that's our Christmas tradition. I need to put the Red Hots I forgot on my list for Walmart. I haven't even ordered my Christmas food yet. I need to get it ordered. And then I might get some broccoli and an avocado and make some of the green broccoli salad, because that's just really good.
And those are all in the newsletter. I think they're actually in tomorrow's version of the newsletter.
Are they? Okay. Yeah. So if you guys haven't signed up for a newsletter, go get our newsletter, livingonadime.com. You can sign up. Michael put the link in there for the newsletter sign up. And so what we do is we usually start eating about 3:00 on Christmas Eve, 3 to 4 o'clock, about Christmas Eve. And then we go to church for Christmas Eve service, usually the 4:30 service. And then we come home and we eat some more. And then we go and open our presents. This year we'll probably go out to eat first and then just go straight to church after we go out to eat. And then go straight to church. And then we come home and we open our Christmas presents, and then we eat some more, and then we open our Christmas presents some more, and then we eat some more. And then the kids usually go to bed. And then Christmas morning, a very jolly guy has visited.
You mean a jolly guy who moved to the North Pole because it was too cold in Wyoming?
Yes.
Where he's from? Yes.
Yes. And then our stockings will be filled and we'll have some goodies from the big guy. And then usually on Christmas Day, we just play with our toys on Christmas Day then. So that's kind of how we celebrate Christmas. I think my parents started it that way because they were having to be shuffled between in-laws on Christmas Day. And so that way, my mom's family celebrated on Christmas Eve and my dad's family celebrated on Christmas Day, so they could do that. But then they finally got to the point where they stopped doing that because my dad's family lived 5 hours away, so it was kind of hard to do all that. And so BJ and Ellie are not coming this year. Ellie is spending it with her boyfriend, and BJ is in his new home. And it will be Dave and Jack, and it'll be kind of weird. I think it'll be quiet. Yeah, I don't know.
I think she and her boyfriend's family are probably going to ski.
Oh, are they going skiing?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. So that's probably more fun than spending it with the family.
Yeah.
So our Christmases are usually pretty chaotic because we usually have about, anywhere from 8 to 10 people. So they're usually a slightly chaotic, not too bad. I don't know. I think Ellie would beg to differ.
Our Christmas? Oh, everybody seems to like it. It's pretty.
So yeah,
it's pretty relaxed most of the time. In that,
I think we're pretty relaxed.
Yeah, this is the salad you mean, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna put that.
Yeah, Michael put the broccoli salad on there for you. I don't know. Yeah. Oh no, Gail says there's already lots of houses without power just outside of Cheyenne. Oh no, I hope we can keep the power. That's the only thing I really don't like about this house is we don't have a backup heat system. But even with a generator.
Just kidding. Well, these will run without the heat though, right?
Well, as long as there's still power to power the gas to keep coming.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if the gas company loses power, will they be able to power the gas?
Normally, they're pretty well set.
They have backup generators.
I mean, if there was like a major disaster nationwide or something, then they might not be able to do it. But
yeah.
But really in 2 days, it's going to be not a lot nicer again. So
yeah. So I mean, even if we lose power, it'll only be for a couple of days. It'll be bad, and we've got enough. We got tents we can sleep in. We got extra sleeping bags, got plenty of candles. So I think we're prepared enough that we can do that. Cheryl says, Happy Hanukkah to all our Jewish friends. Yes, Happy Hanukkah also, guys.
Yes, I meant to
Merry Christmas
contact
and
out of
Happy
Goshen.
Hanukkah. Yes.
So a couple things. There was a question about snow tires and something else. And we pretty much, most of the people we know don't change their tires here. They just have tires that are pretty solid tires to begin with. But the issue was the truck that I was driving that day. It's our kind of backup vehicle that we don't usually drive very much, but we've ended up driving it a number of times more recently. And so as a pickup, an old pickup, there just wasn't any weight in the back over the wheels. So if there's a potential to get stuck, it's likely to get stuck. And that was the issue that day. It wasn't really tires. And it's funny because there's a guy I talked to the other day he told me he was from Arizona and he's only been here a couple of years. And he said, I just can't figure it out. I got tires and I did this and I got a Jeep that's got 4-wheel drive. And I said, well, honestly, there's a lot about the driving technique.
There was a lot of 4-wheel drive stuck.
Yeah, because it's not, the car is helpful to have the 4-wheel drive.
And we were looking this week for 4-wheel drive.
But it's more about how you drive it than what it is. Because like in Colorado, I noticed it used to be that a lot of 4-wheel drives in the ditch right away, people who just weren't accustomed to snow driving and thought that would totally fix that for them. But yeah.
So we are actively looking for 4-wheel drive, but yeah.
And we probably will get a generator at some point. We just don't have one at the moment. And we had some other things we were working on that didn't end up being something we thought would be the biggest. Yeah. Mainly we knew we had heat. And that's the main issue that we would be concerned about if we lost power. Other things not so urgent for us. Yeah, but it's not, nobody's on oxygen or anything like that here. So
yeah. Alicia wants to know, do we have a limit on the number of presents? No, we usually go by amount of money for presents is kind of how we do it. Now, how fast do you have to drip your faucet? So you want it to be dripping. I mean, a good amount of drip. I would say a stream. People always worry about the amount of money it would cost to do that. But let me tell you, even if you had to spend $10 or $20, it's not going to cost you $10 or $20. It will probably cost you $1 or $2 more to drip your faucets. But even if it costs you $10 or $20, you have to realize having it on a slow run, dripping it, is way cheaper than broken pipes. Like thousands of dollars way cheaper than broken pipes. So you have to keep it in perspective. I one time had an aunt who was just flipping out because their faucet was dripping all the time. She was helping care for my grandmother and her faucet was dripping all the time. And she just cannot stand to waste any money at all. And I get it. She's always been poor. So I get that. But I sat and figured, and it literally was costing her like an extra $5 a year to drip that faucet dripping. And it was going to be like a $500 bathroom repair to get it fixed because the bathroom was sold. So you have to keep these things in perspective that, how much is it going to cost for you really to do this? So that's one thing. If you're going to let them drip, let them drip. You want to hear running water.
Actually, also, there are things like, as far as energy, we try not to waste it. But at our house in Colorado, there was a problem when they were first building it with things getting stolen a lot. Almost every night, things were getting stolen, mostly from the construction houses, but some of the other ones, and ours was near all that. And so we discovered if we turned on all the lights on the front of the house, it cost us something like $5 or $7 a month.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, wow, that's worth it. That's cheap security, because they were only going to the dark houses. And so it's interesting when I see like an entire street that's completely dark. In a lot of places, it's not really that big of an issue, but if there was an issue, and it's funny because even now, like a lot of the Christmas lights are LED. And the LED ones hardly use any power. So some people leave them on longer. And because we used to be super particular about only running our expensive ones short when we had no money.
Yeah. So. And you can save the water. I mean, let it drip into a bucket or buckets and save the water. And you can use them if you need for, whatever. But you have to keep that in perspective. Sarah says, question, most of my churches in my town are posting that they are closed for Christmas since it falls on Sunday. Am I an old fuddy-duddy or is this too weird? I'm sorry. If your church closes on Sunday because it falls on Christmas, I wouldn't be going there. That's the whole point of Christmas, is to celebrate the birth of Jesus, and we're not going to church. I would say that church is not a very, I would say if a church closes on Sunday, you do not, because it falls on Christmas, you don't want to be going to that church.
Yeah, I mean, Christmas is about Jesus, so I would think a church would have some kind of, they might change the service to a different time to make it easier for people to come. Or a different type
of service maybe, but.
Because I can understand, like, if they're thinking, well, people want to be with their families or whatever, then I've seen churches where they change the schedule on Christmas Day to give people a little more time.
Now, I'm not saying that if your family doesn't go to church on Christmas that you're heathens or whatever. I get that. But for a church to close down because of Christmas morning, no, I'm not good with that at all. But, really, there's a point, people really have to start standing up and saying, no, we're not doing this. And Christians are letting oh boy, how did we get down this trail? Christians have let the line blur on so many things in the name of love, because everything was so legalistic before that we swung to the other side. Now everything's in the name of love and respect and caring for people. Yes, we need to have that. And yes, that is the point of Christianity. But you also need to stand up for what's right and stand up for what you believe. And it's gotten to the point where churches aren't even standing up for anything anymore. And it's really sad. But that just shows where true Christians are and where they aren't. So anyway, yeah, I honestly wouldn't go. Wouldn't go to a church if they did that. Joanna Tar got another tree. I can't believe it. No, I actually got 2 more trees.
I was telling her we should have put them all on camera so everybody could see right in front of the
And the reason why I got the second really big tree was I got to thinking, I think on my back porch, I'm going to put greenery in my flower boxes for a backdrop and leave it there all year. And then just put flowers in amongst the fake greenery, I think is what I'm going to do. So I'm kind of regretting I didn't get 3 or 4 more trees that the sketchy thrift store, we call it, that they were having free day. Everything was free at their thrift store. And I should have gotten a couple more Christmas trees. I'm kind of regretting it now, but anyway.
Some of the people at some of the thrift stores watch us. That one, I don't think so.
No, that one doesn't. Yeah. Oh, I don't think so.
It's funny. We really run into a lot of people we know in town.
Yeah. That watch us. Yeah, it's funny. Tracy, I received my planner today. Thank you for ordering. Is there a page for each day? Yes, there is a page for each day.
But on this one, the pages aren't printed.
They're not dated.
Right.
Yeah.
So there are pages for each day. It's just that you have to write March 4th on there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the main sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say the main reason for that is we've been having a lot of trouble bringing planners to people because we can't order them in a lot of quantity for each year. So we were hoping if we could do undated, that we could eventually get more of them printed at a time, and it would make it less expensive.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And Rachel got her replacement cookbooks that got ruined by the post office. Some of the post office stories, I'm just like, how do they stay in business? I realize they do billions of packages, and our post office is great. I mean, this is probably the best post office we've ever had. But some of them, you're just like, seriously, how in the world? I don't know.
Oh yeah, one lady ordered a book and it got destroyed, and then she ordered another one and it got destroyed, and then we had to make a special packaging for it.
Oh my goodness, it was awful.
Oh, Charlotte says Merry Christmas from Ireland. Merry Christmas, Charlotte.
Merry Christmas. Are you having Christmas in Killarney?
Actually, it's funny because
do they actually even do anything for Christmas in Clardy, like special other than the normal stuff? I don't know.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it's probably fun to be there on Christmas, but they probably do stuff for the tourists because the song. Actually that the version of the song you listen to is not the only one.
I know.
I didn't know that till the other day.
Alicia says she's coming to our house for Christmas.
I did send you an email with some if you want them.
Okay, Mike's been pulling questions, and I will go check. We are not going to be on really long tonight, guys. So post your questions if you have some real quick, because we have to be off at 5:30 because we're going to go caroling at the church. Did you change the name of the title? Oh,
I didn't.
Oh, never mind. Sorry, something went wrong.
I couldn't find it to copy it, but I had seen earlier that somebody had been asking about, I think about saving on the heat by something about tents and being in other rooms. Is that a...
Yeah. So if you lose heat, if you go into a room that's smaller and you put up tents and sleep in the tent, your body heat will keep you warm in your house. So that's what it is. Alicia, did we get the Christmas card? Let's see. Is this you, Alicia?
Oh.
This is from Wisconsin, but Alicia's in Canada. I don't know that we got yours yet, Alicia, actually. No, I don't think we did. So we got this one from Wisconsin, and I do not know who this is, but they sent...
Oh, yum. Kit Kat Dark.
Yep.
Never heard of that one.
Yep.
That sounds awesome.
And then she sent me... Oh, Chloe. This is from Chloe. Oh, from the Vasquez. Okay, so that was the card.
Village.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, is it Chloe? Yeah, I think so. Sorry, the card got out of the package.
So is Vasquez Village what you call your family, or is that
I don't know, but oh my
really
goodness.
Cool.
Thank you so much. We got that.
Loving your family picture earlier.
So Alicia, we will keep a lookout for your package. We are having issues getting to the post office because of the roads. We actually can't get to the post office. So we were able to make it day before yesterday, I think. We didn't make it yesterday.
Mike was brave.
And he got there yesterday. And then I got the macadamias. I cannot remember the name, but I got your email. Thank you so much. She actually sent me macadamias from Hawaii. Well, they actually had to come from Amazon because she couldn't get it from Hawaii, which I thought was hilarious. Oh my goodness, I love those. And Barbara Polly sent us a huge box. Oh my goodness, this one's for me. This one's for Mom.
Wow. Oh, I saw that huge box. Wow, Barb.
I know. She sent, here's one for Mom. And here's one for Mom and I. Ugh. So do I open the one for Mom and I? And then she has all kinds of goodies in here. I'm like, my goodness, girlfriend, you were shopping for a week. And then she has all of this. And let's see. This is for Dave and Jack. This is for you.
Oh, thank you.
And this is for Dave and Jack.
You're just opening it now?
Sure.
Dun-dun.
And this, oh my goodness. Tara and Jill, some Goodwill's finds that I thought you would like. Oh my goodness. Let's see what we got here. So, this is for Mom. Oh, Mom's going to love that. And Jill. Ooh. Okay, I'm not going to say yet because I'll let Mom open it, okay? Tara. I thought this would go good with your peacock and your furniture outside.
Well, thank you, Barb. She sent a card that says rejoice, has some cash, and says for the man who has everything. Thought this would come in handy with the renovation. You bet.
Oh, look at. Oh, isn't that pretty? Oh, my goodness. Oh, Barbara, that is so nice.
And there was a gift card in there. Why, thank you. A Starbucks gift card.
Look what she found in her thrift store.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, an Estes Park bag. We used to live, that's where we got married. Oh, how pretty. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love these.
That's really cool.
Oh, look at that one. Oh, wow. Barb, man, you spoil us. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Do I open the gifts then? Real quick too. I'll save Mom's for her. Let's see. This is Mom's. This is Mom's. And let's see. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Oops, I didn't get a. What, Miss Polly? Oh, God, I see Gobstopper is in our future in Swedish Fish.
Thank you.
Thank you, Barb. Oh my goodness. How nice.
Julie says we have gas heat, but the ignition is electric. That's the issue with our heater, our gas heater. But the fireplaces have a manual turn on.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Rated.
They're very
3.0. I have no idea what that means. Oh my goodness. Are these like wool? Oh, these are so soft.
Wow. They're very soft.
Oh, no, they're not. But they're, oh my goodness. These are like the softest socks I've ever had.
These look like those.
Oh, thanks,
tea
Barb.
socks. Yeah, those are definitely awesome.
Oh my goodness. She just loves us to death, I think. Here, I'll open this one for Mom and I. Do I dare do that without Mom here?
You can watch the replay later.
You can watch the replay later.
Yep.
Oh, except I can't. She got it taped and I don't have a knife. Okay, I'll open it with Mom on Christmas.
Even says, wish Barb was my friend.
Man, Barb, thank you. Wow. I love getting presents.
Oh, Bandana Grandma's on. Merry Christmas, Susie.
Hello. What are creamless? Creamless are a Swedish cookie that you shape into a pretzel, and oh my, they have sour cream in them. Oh my goodness, they are so good. They're in volume 1, Dining on a Dime, 25% off right now. If you want the recipe, it's also on our website. Also, Genevieve says, I'm curious why you don't have drain strainers. So we don't have strainers on our drains here. And some people noticed me digging all the hair out of my drain the other day because I washed my hair in the sink. And I'm probably going to try something like getting a different strainer or something just to make it easier for me. No, I am not having turkey for Christmas this year. So, let's see. We have Christmas parade that passes right by our house. I look forward to every Christmas Eve. It's so much fun. Oh, that's nice. She passes out cookies to her neighbors. Wow, Allie, that sounds like fun. That would be a lot of fun. Okay. Do you have more?
Oh, you went through them all already?
Yep.
Yeah, sure. I haven't gotten all the ones that are there, but I will.
Where is Jill? She is at home because it's too cold. She didn't want to get her car stuck, and her car is she probably can't get out of her driveway. The wind's been blowing a lot. That's why it's -40 wind chill. And she probably can't get out of her driveway. We're going to have to probably, if we can get out tomorrow, go shovel for her, or Friday. Maybe Friday.
Friday
might have to shovel for her.
Tonight is the night that it's
the worst.
It's supposed to be 29 below with a 60 below wind chill.
Yeah.
Like,
so
maybe we better wait till Friday.
Yeah. So so that's where Mom is. She just couldn't get out. Yeah. Kim says businesses in Hawaii have trouble getting shipments to the mainland. Yeah, I believe it. I can just imagine how bad the whole shipping problems is for Hawaii. Do we still have the wonderful little lady? Yes. Brandy is just sent from heaven.
She's amazing.
She is our angel.
Although
I'm sure she's got wings behind her.
Although today we said, you know what? Don't come today.
Yeah.
We'll wait and send. We don't have a lot of orders from yesterday.
If you guys ordered, we're not going to be shipping till Friday. I told her, I said, you guys should not be out in this. I am not going to make you pick up books. So we're going to ship on Friday, only because, quite frankly, the labels will not stay on the packages when it's this cold. So I can send them out with her, but even by the time she gets them to the post office, the labels will be popping off the packages. And so if you ordered, let's see, yesterday, today, or tomorrow, your package isn't going to ship until Friday. So, yeah. Annie or Allie says she likes the planners that aren't dated because then you have to keep buying them next month, and this you can just keep using it. And if you skip a day, you're okay. Basically, that's why I did it that way, because I don't actually use a planner every single day. I should, I guess, but I don't. So anyway, all right.
I'm just looking to see all the things I kind of got somewhere.
Okay, let me go back to my. Did you send me more questions?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Somebody asked if the sketchy thrift store was closing down. I suspect they're not.
No.
But what they might be doing is flushing out all their old stuff and cleaning it up and making it a nicer.
Honestly, I don't see how the sketchy thrift store is still open just for fire code alone. I mean, it's actually kind of scary going in there. I hate to say that. We live in a small town, but I went to the new Restore and he was talking about the fire code and everything. And actually I'm doing a video probably in January, February on thrift store shopping. And I'm going to go there. But after he was talking about the fire code and they can only put so much stuff in there and all of that, I was like, yeah, I can see that. And then I went to the sketchy store when it was free day and I was like, my goodness, you can barely walk in there. You can barely walk in there. I'm going to go film it one day. I just don't keep filming it because there's people in there and I try not to be too intrusive or anything or get people on there in stores and stuff. But yeah, it's different. Marlene, have you ever tried hot pepper jelly on a block of cream cheese? Oh my goodness, it is so delicious. I love that dip. And if you're dairy free, just try it over goat cheese. Oh my goodness. Okay. Actually, I may have to go get some hot pepper jelly at Walmart and make that for Christmas for me because yes, that is very delicious. Let's see. Keep your camping gear nearby in case you need it. Yeah, we know right where it is. It's downstairs in our storage closet. Debbie, it's hard as our kids get older and they move on with their lives. My son, his wife, and 2 grandchildren will be flying down for New Year's Eve and celebrate Christmas then. Yeah, I mean, you just have to be flexible. I'm not upset that the kids aren't coming or anything. It just is different because it's the first year that we haven't had all the kids here. But I'm not upset or anything over it.
No, it's probably a little harder for me than for Tara, but I'm not upset about it. It's just after so many years of a lot of activity in the house with all the kids and everything and Christmas, it feels a little strange to think, well, we'll have the boys here, but because they're always here, and they'll probably want to kind of do stuff with us and then go hang out with their friends a little bit. It'll be not quite the same as when everybody was here. So
yeah. How do you feel going gluten-free? Bernadette wants to know as opposed to before. So for me, when I am gluten-free, dairy-free, and sugar-free, when I stay off of those 3 things, I feel great. I feel like a totally different person. I cheated yesterday and I'm really paying for it today. But I don't have this heavy feeling on me all the time. I don't feel as depressed. I can think a little bit more clear. I feel more happier, I guess. I don't know. It just feels like this weight's kind of lifted off of me, but I definitely feel a whole lot better when I stay on my diet than when I don't. And yeah. So, Ben Denigrammer says shit. Got hot pepper jelly that Bird in Hand Farmers Market we went to. It was yummy. I bet it was. Yeah.
Iris just said we bought volume 2 to 3 weeks ago. Didn't get it yet. I don't. Yeah. Did you order under Iris? I was just looking at that while Tara was doing that tonight. I see a couple of other people with your last name, but but neither of them is a volume 2. So maybe you would.
Your order may not have gone through.
Yeah, I would say.
Did you get a confirmation? If you did, email us.
Yeah. And if you're not sure, you can email us and we'll check more.
Yeah.
But I just looked quickly and I didn't see anything here. So that might be why you haven't gotten it yet.
Jen says, no sketchy thrift store there in Sheridan. I agree on your description of it 100%. My husband wouldn't go in with me. Yeah. Have you been into the sketchy thrift store?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you've been. I'm not exaggerating, am I?
It's
sketchy is being real nice.
Mostly what I noticed is just there was a lot of stuff really close together.
As a matter of fact, it was free day. And it was all I could do to take the pickup over there and just say, I'll just take everything so they could start over again and just take it straight to the dump.
Although it's funny because
like, oh my goodness.
Although the day we were there, the day you took me to see it, there were a lot of people there. I was kind of surprised.
But I got a $65 bag for free, purse for free. And I was like, wow. So they actually have some really good stuff tucked in there.
Yeah.
And really cool stuff tucked in there. But it's just so full and so cluttered. And there's just so many people. It's just like, wow.
Lizzie says Friday is my birthday. Happy birthday.
birthday. Wow. Do we ever travel or go on vacations? So we usually go about once a year to Branson as a vacation. For the last like 4 or 5 years, we've done that. We really didn't go on vacation before we paid off our house. Our vacations would consist of going to Colorado to visit family, which isn't like really a vacation. And so we would do that. We took our really big vacation after we paid off the house to Europe for 7 weeks. I'm not real big on vacations, to be honest. I have gone by myself just to get away from the family, to try and recuperate a couple of times. So, yeah, I mean, we get away every now and then.
I think after Europe, I think Tara decided she wasn't really that interested in traveling that much. So we thought, I really like it. So we may end up doing something with like some of the kids and me, giving her time alone. But we were going to try to pay off the house before we do that.
Yeah, we're not doing anything till we pay off the house. And hopefully we will have that done by April. I wanted to have it done by December, but that's why I don't make goals. Because you set goals and it don't happen.
See, I made some specific projections, and it looks like if we're super aggressive in June or July, and if we're not, like December, if it's earlier, that would be awesome.
I set a goal for last December. I didn't even come close to getting it.
That's why you said it in November.
I did not. I said it back in May. But that's why I don't set goals. I hate goals. I think goals are from Satan. I know if you don't have a plan of where you're going, how are you going to know if you get there? But yeah. Christy says, I just want to let you know I made your slow cook roast from Dining on a Dime Cookbook Volume 1 twice, and our son loves it. Yay. You are welcome. She said, thanks a lot.
There was somebody
that is absolutely wonderful.
Did you get the question earlier from the lady saying it's just her and her husband, and I forgot which viewer it was, but and that they were wondering about if they could use the turkey recipe for slow cooked roast. I was going to say we have a slow cooked roast.
Yeah, we have a slow cooked roast recipe. Go to livingonadime.com.
It's a similar thing, so
yeah, you can get it there also.
All the people in Australia are saying they love the hats, but it's way too hot to wear them there right now. It's hard to imagine that.
I would like to go to New Zealand, not necessarily Australia. Sorry, our Australian friends. I would like to go see New Zealand. That sounds like that would be interesting. And I don't really mind traveling in the United States, but like Ellie and I went to New York City, and I have no idea why anyone wants to go to that horrid town. But Ellie and I, when we took our big trip to look for a new place to live, I guess that was a vacation, I guess you could call it. We went to New York City, so we saw that. But I don't know. I don't really have a desire to go anywhere at the moment.
Tara's not much of a traveler. And it was funny because I was recently thinking if I took the boys somewhere, she probably would love being home without us for a little while.
Yeah. Yeah.
Recently,
since COVID hit, I've about had it with people in the house. No offense to present company all around, but
we did have a business trip to LA in October, and I booked an extra day to go down to the beach at Santa Monica, and that was fun. And it wasn't a vacation, but it kind of almost felt like a little one-day vacation thing.
Yeah. So Iris, just editor@livingonadime.com, send us an email. Guys, when you have an order problem, we are more than happy and willing to help you get it fixed, but you have to send us the information. All the time, we'll get an email that says, I didn't get my order. And it's not the email it was ordered from. There's no name. There's no address. There's nothing of what they ordered. So it just slows down the process if you don't give us information so we can look up the order, who it was shipped to, if it was shipped to you, or if you shipped it to someone else. So give us that information, editor@livingonadime.com, and we can look it up for you. And we are more than happy to help you get it sorted out, or a replacement sent or something like that.
Ooh, Sound the Bell says Merry Christmas from Cheyenne. Merry Christmas. I was wondering if I-80 is closed.
Oh yeah, everything's closed. Well, it was earlier. I don't know if it is now.
But Merry Christmas.
Ashley wants to know, are we ever in a bad mood? I was about an hour ago. I really did not want to do the show today. Of course, I'm not feeling good. I blew my diet. I shouldn't have. I didn't totally blow my diet. I just had a piece of chocolate, and it made me really sick. I know, it's my own darn tootin' fault.
But I'm never in a bad mood.
And so I was just having a real hard time today. I have all these videos that I want to do, and I have all this footage that I have to sort through, and I'm trying to get my editors. We're getting our editors trained, and they're doing a really good job. They're doing a fantastic job, and we absolutely love them. But from my end, I have all this footage that I'm sorting through and trying to get organized and get all the videos up. And I got to think of another clickbait title for the 3 millionth time. I'm like, I'm so tired of thinking about this. And I really wanted to take off from December 20th to January 1st, and it's just not going to happen. So I was kind of looking forward to trying to get set up to do that, and it ain't going to happen now. So that's all right. But anyway.
Bandana Grandma wants to know, what was our favorite show in Branson?
Did we see any shows?
Well, all we saw was the Sight and Sound ones. We saw 3 different ones.
Our favorite one was our Sight and Sound, because that's the only one we saw. So we didn't really see any shows in Branson.
Out of those, did you have one that you liked more?
No, they were all good.
You saw one with
Ellie,
and I wasn't there.
Yeah, in Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
But
I liked Noah. I thought it was good.
Yeah, I think they were all good, actually.
But we haven't seen any of the other things, only the Sight and Sound stuff. So
yeah,
there might be some other stuff that's really good that we just didn't see.
Martha, Tara, I don't know how you do all you do. I don't do it all. I'm losing my mind. Yeah.
Sandy, our neighborhood has Luminara night on the 23rd every year. Almost everyone participates and we all walk around. It's so fun, but this year may be cold. That reminds me of, what was it in Wichita we did at Botanica?
Oh, yeah. The botanical gardens in Wichita had lights everywhere, and it was really pretty. They had fire pits, and they had a dancing Christmas tree, and we would go every year, and the kids would love it. That was a tradition that we used to do in Wichita.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Thank
you, Kimberly. Thank you, Kimberly.
What did she say?
She was helping out giving out our address, email address for order problems. We love you, Kimberly. You're the best.
Yeah. Life with Linda said the hay goods are best. Bandana Grandma.
The what?
The hay goods. They're.
Oh, are they good? Oh, are they? I was wondering if they were good.
Yeah. For those of you who haven't been to Branson, when you drive towards the city, you're going up and down through a bunch of really, well, I guess they're mountains. We call them big hills, but they have big signs as you approach that say, for different shows, saying every one of them says they're the best show in Branson. But that's one I'd heard was pretty good. So,
Tara, do you have any sinus clearing home remedies? Yes, I do have the magic potion, actually, and I'm going to start doing it again because I think whatever I had 2 weeks ago. Still is not gone, and I'm gonna do it again. But get a nebulizer and get the little saline drops and put them in there with a drop of iodine and a drop of peroxide, and it works really, really good. I'm going to do a video on it. That's one of the videos I got lined up that I got to get done. But, yeah, that works really good. And then the other thing is just to steam with some menthol or peppermint. Just put a towel over your head. You know how we used to steam. You're old enough. You used to do that. I'm sure. Didn't you? I know you did. You had to.
Wait, what?
Put your face over a steaming bowl of water.
Yeah, but I hated it.
And do all that.
I've liked the neti pots better. You put like warm water with the salt solution in it, and you put it in your nose, and it goes through your head and comes out, and that's cleared me out really well.
Lori, I saw peanut butter expires January 2023. I have one opened and one unopened. What do I do with them? You eat them. They'll be fine for 6 or 9 months past that date. I wouldn't worry about it.
Taste Splats Gaming wants to know if we've seen a jackalope run through the yard since we've moved here. It's a secret. We can't tell.
What is a nebulizer? A nebulizer is a thing that asthmatics use, and you put it on your face, and it forces the medication into your lungs when you can't breathe, right?
Yep.
What is used for avocado oil that has turned bad? Please use it in soap or use it to make lotion. I use it for my lotions a lot.
Camille loves the thumbnail. Y'all have a beautiful family.
Oh, thanks.
So yeah, that thumbnail was from the other day when we went out Christmas caroling around town.
Yeah.
Wow, it turned out.
Have we seen Andy Williams? No, the only show we've seen in Branson is Sight and Sound. We usually don't have enough money to go see a whole bunch of shows. So we just usually have enough money to get there and do maybe 1 or 2 things. And so now that we're actually making money, good money, we might do that more a little bit next time we go.
We've mostly gone for Silver Dollar City, the amusement park. Kids love it and we love it.
Yeah.
But we've done 2 Sight and Sound shows there, and then Tara and Jill saw one, or Tara and Ellie saw one in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like Noah and Samson and I don't know which one else.
And now Jack's best friend, well, one of his best friends, moved from here to not too far from there. So now we have even more reason to go back there to go see them. So we were gonna try and do Thanksgiving, but it didn't work out, or before Thanksgiving, but it didn't work out. And it ended up being a good thing because we all got really sick.
Gina says that they're in North Dakota now, but Branson was our fun weekend trips. The Bald Knobbers were family friends. That's pretty cool.
That was my favorite ride in Silver Dollar City, is the Fire in the Hole. That one, and what's the other one?
I like the Flooded Mine.
Flooded Mine. Those are our favorite too.
Yeah.
We're old fogies now.
It's kind of relaxing. It was the recovering after a wild roller coaster ride.
Yeah, it is. Do we still have deer? Oh yeah, the deer walking through every day.
Haven't seen them.
Well, it's been like 2 days, but
yeah, the other day I saw them all together underneath one of the pine trees that goes down close to the ground. But haven't seen them since it got really cold.
Are we taking a break next week for Christmas? No, we're going to be live next Wednesday also. So we will be live, and Dining on a Dime cookbooks, guys, 25% off. Right now, all of our cookbooks are 25% off. Volume 1, Volume 2, and then our gluten-free, dairy-free. Guys, this is the best sandwich bread you'll ever eat. It's gluten-free. But these are our regular cookbooks, Dining on a Dime cookbooks right there. And then if you want to get organized, our undated planner, we have them now. I got them, oh my goodness, 10 days ago now already. Have the undated planners. I have about 100 left. So is the amusement park in Branson reasonably priced for families and grandparents? I mean, $60 for 2 days a person, I
it's
think.
A lot cheaper than most amusement parks. And it's kind of cool because it has this kind of Old West sort of feel to it. And it's under the trees mostly, and it's mixed in a lot with, there are little shows and things that happen there mixed in with the rides that are all
Yeah.
there. So it's a lot of fun. It's
Yep.
the most fun amusement park I've ever
Yeah.
been to.
Lori, most of the recipes are soy free. You can use rice milk if you want, or almond milk. Most of them are soy free. So yes, you can do that.
Ooh.
And
Did somebody say Merry Christmas from Morocco to all the people in the U.S.? We love you, it says. Yay.
Oh, thanks
Well,
to you too.
Canada and Australia and New Zealand and Morocco and
actually,
a lot of other places.
Now that's something I would like to travel to do. I would like to travel to go see our viewers.
That would be fun.
I think that would be fun to go meet
people
like Denise and Kimberly and Allie and Alicia and go to some of our Australian friends, New Zealand, even like the South African people and Irish. I would like to travel just to see our viewers.
That would be
because
really
I think
cool.
it would be fun to have people who actually live there show you around like Tura did in Norway and Crystal did in England
we met another viewer in Dublin too.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
so that was really fun because they show you things that you don't normally see on the whole tourist.
Yeah.
Or even Lynn in Alberta. I think that would be fun.
That would be really cool.
And
yeah, we haven't really been significantly to Canada. I've never been to Canada, but only to Penticton. So then that's not super far north.
Yeah.
So
Lori, which cookbook is better for soy-free? So our gluten-free, dairy-free cookbook would be it, is what I would say for you to get, is that one. I don't use hardly any soy in there. If it does call for soy, you can use rice milk or whatever instead. So, all right, guys. I hope you have a Merry Christmas. We are going to go Christmas caroling now. If you would like a free Bible, Mike is putting the link in there. We give away Bibles if you would like one, especially for Christmas. And all you have to do is use the Bible code Free Bible, or use the discount code to get the free Bible. Free Bible is the discount code. And we wish you a Merry Christmas.
Yes, have a very Merry Christmas.
And we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.